Hey guys, this is Johanna. I thought I would do sort of like a themed sort of video, and I decided the theme would be contemporary books. I know so many people are being swept up in the new genres like sci-fi, dystopian. I'm a huge fan of dystopian novels, historical fiction, paranormal and stuff, and I feel like contemporary is more on the back burner for some people because they think that it's more like the same in all the books. Like, they're pretty repetitive and there's nothing new. So I thought I would break down the contemporary genre into subgenres, and I'll talk about each one. The first subgenre that I want to talk about is beach books. We've got a lot. I've read some beach books. Some I liked, some I didn't like. Last summer I really wanted to read some books, so I YouTubed some beach books, and one of them was This Summer I Turned Pretty. I always talk about this book in a lot of my videos, and a lot of people started reading it because of how much I recommend it, and it's a really good book. Summer books are pretty awesome. They're pretty chill, laid back, not much goes on. They're mostly set in the beach, basically, on the beach, and in summer, so it was like pretty, chill for us, and I like reading them in the summer. Another one is Beach Blondes by Catherine Applegate. Catherine's new book is for Darkness Shows the Stars, and it's dystopian, so you can see even contemporary authors are moving on to other genres. This book is pretty huge, really huge, and I didn't enjoy it as much. And even though there's a second book, but I'm not gonna get it, the writing was a bit childish for me. The ideas, the story, like the complication, the problems were a bit childish for me. But it's also set in summer. And so is this one. This one's one of my favorite books. And I'm sure there are others, I just don't have physical copies of them. Another sub-genre for contemporary are basically dramatic books, or books that have sick protagonists like cancer patients, etc. And or that deal with death, basically. One of them is The Probability of Miracles by Wendy Wonder. This talks about a cancer patient and, her struggle to deal with it. Another book is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Also, this book talks about a patient, I think, diagnosed with a brain tumor or something. The really known contemporaries, John Green, everyone knows him. Another book would be A Time for Dance by Davida Wills Harwin. This book talks about two best friends where one of them gets diagnosed also with cancer, and them struggling with it and such. And another sad one, haven't read it yet, but I'm hoping to read it soon. Now, moving on to some sad ones with no cancer, and it is 20 Boys Summer. This talks about this girl whose crush basically dies in a car accident, and on her not being able to move on, and basically how she needs to let go and stuff. And it's a really good book, and it's by Sarah Ackler. A last book is basically Don't Breathe a Word by Holly Coppola. I thought this was going to be a chill contemporary, fun contemporary. Apparently I was very wrong, because this talks about this girl who basically is suffocating where she is, and she cannot deal with all the pressure and stuff from her parents and her boyfriend and stuff, and she basically runs away, and she starts living a homeless life, and a lot of people love this book, so I'm hoping to read it. Another subgenre would be books that have some thrillers in them, basically, like murder mysteries, spies, etc. And one of them is He's Society by Ali Carter. This book is about this girl who is a professional scammer, basically. Her whole family, she's been taught to be able to steal paintings and stuff, and you can see there's a painting here. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. I read this one, and I'm hoping to read the second one. Another book is Deadly Cool, and this is a murder mystery book, purely contemporary, no paranormal twists in this, and I'm hoping to read this soon because this looks really good. Another one is Rosebush by Michelle Jaffe, and this is also a murder mystery sort of, and psychological thriller, and I'm dying to read this one. A fourth one is The Lying Game by Sarah Shepard. This is also a murder mystery. This is by the same author as Pretty Little Liars, Sarah Shepard. So also there's Pretty Little Liars, other murder mystery. Okay, so the next genre would be books with a paranormal twist, but they're not really shelved as paranormal because they're not really hardcore paranormal, but they have a bit of a paranormal twist. First one would be Airhead by Meg Cabot. This book talks about a girl when she goes through brain surgery, she wakes up in another girl's body. And the whole book it's actually a trilogy. And this is the second one, I think, or the third one, I'm not sure. Yeah, this is the third one. And basically the girl has to find out what happened, where is her body, how did her brain get swapped into another girl, and the other girl that she took her body is a supermodel. So she has to do all this without getting recognized, or without making people suspicious that she's not the actual supermodel. Another book is The Catastrophic History of You and Me by Jess Rothenberg. And this talks about a girl who, when her boyfriend breaks up with her, her heart literally breaks and she dies. And it starts from there. And I've heard this book is very cute, and I'm hoping to read this one soon. So the next book is The Secret Sisterhood of Heartbreaker by Len Weingarten. Oops. And this book also talks about a girl who her boyfriend breaks up with her, and she's so devastated that 3 girls ask her to join into their secret sisterhood, and there's a bit of magic in this book, and they basically this whole club basically gets back at the ex-boyfriend, and I'm really excited for that because I love magic books. Okay, so next books would be books that have a theme to it, whether it's road trips, whether it's music, whether it's sports. And the first one is Paper Towns by John Green. This book talks about this dude who is a math whiz, I think. Anyways, he needs to find this girl, and they go on a road trip. And I love road trip books. One of them is Amy and Roger's Epic Detour. There is Two-Way Street by Lauren Barnholdet, and yeah, so this one, haven't read it yet, hoping to read it soon. Another book is a music-themed book, and it is 5 Flavors of Dumb by Anthony John. And this book talks about this girl who, the manager. She becomes the manager of this band, and it is called Dumb. And the whole twist is that she is actually deaf. So it's pretty good. Haven't read it yet, but I'm hoping to read it soon. The last themed book is Bittersweet by Sarah Ockler, and this revolves around this figure skating girl called Hudson. And I'm a huge fan of figure skating books, so I am really excited to read this one. And isn't the cover just gorgeous? One more themed books, and they are the general ones, the ones that are called Contemporaries that you all know. One of them is Royally Crushed, which is book number 1-2, which is Royally Jacked, Spin Control, and Do-Over by Nikki Burnham. The book is All American Girl by Meg Cabot. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have heard about this book. If not, then you really should read it because it's pretty cute. Next book is How to Take X Out of My Ex-Boyfriend by Janet Rallison. Again, another typical contemporary. Girl loses her boyfriend, but now she wants him back. Next book is The Espressologist by Christina Springer. And this book talks about a girl who basically can match people up based on their coffee orders. Next book is The Fine Art of Truth or Dare. This book, a girl is like smitten by this guy and she wants him back, and she wants him. Basically about her trying to get him, I think. That's all I can get from this. I'm not sure. Last book is Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins, another typical contemporary. Girl knows guy since they were kids. they both liked each other, something happened, he moves away, then he comes back. Other genres that I totally adore are boarding school genres. One of them is Anne and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. I don't have the book because I kind of, my sister's friend's borrowing it. Another boarding school book is actually, I don't have it here, but it's actually Ali Carter's Gallagher Girls books, and I really like those. And the fifth one, Out of Sight, Out of Time, just came out actually. So I really, really hope I can, there are more boarding school books because I adore them. And also books that are set in foreign countries. Subgenre is books that are set in 24-hour periods, like The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith, and also If I Stay by Gail Forman. And there's one more book that I can't seem to remember. But yeah, this. So as you can see, contemporary, the genre is pretty huge. There's a lot of subgenres, and maybe you don't like the normal, generic one. You might like some others, like themed books, or sad books, or books with a bit of spunk, books with a bit of thrill. I hope that you guys even might like one of the books that I showed you, and I might have convinced you to read any of them, because I really do want to spread the contemporary love, and I'm a huge fan of contemporary books. And if you guys have any suggestions to any similar books from the list, let me know. And if you liked any of those books, or you're interested in any of those books, do comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts about these books, or any books that did catch your attention. And that's it, guys. Enjoy your day, week, month, reading month, or your books that you're reading, or whatever, and have a nice day. Bye.